Floyd was built to be the villain. Floyd was built with his opponents that we put in front of him, you know, from Miguel Cotto to, you know, to everybody. He was the villain. And in a movie, you need the hero and a villain. And Floyd was the perfect villain. You know, people love to hate him. And guess what? He made a whole career about it, and he's one of the greatest.
Nobody wants to lose.
It certainly helped a lot. But you know, the zero doesn't define you. How many games did the Philadelphia Eagles lose last year?
Right.
How many? I don't know. What was it, 4 or 5?
Yeah.
I can't even remember.
Right.
Okay? This isn't, you know, boxing should not have been. Floyd ruined this sport. Floyd Mayweather ruined this sport. I don't mean that personally.
No,
I love him personally, and I love his accomplishments, and he was great to me. He was great to Showtime, and I'm friends with him to this day, and I admire and respect him. But he ruined the sport because the only thing that mattered was the zero.
Yes.
Okay, and so what did that do to all of these other fighters? It's the zero.
But we do that too, though. Because if a guy loses a fight, we throw him to the wayside now, Jim.
Well, it's not the NCAA tournament. It shouldn't be that.
I know.
Look at when Duran and Hagler and Hearns and Leonard and all these guys fighting each other all the time.
But we didn't criticize them when they lost. When Sugar Ray lost to Duran, we didn't criticize it. When Hearns lost to Leonard, we didn't criticize it. When Hagler lost, we didn't criticize it. These guys lose now. If Shakur Stevens lose now, we're going to criticize them. If Tank Davis
why are you doing that?
Because I've been following the fight.
Right.
I'm old enough to remember the 80s when they had the four horsemen and they fought. The best fought the best.
Yeah.
It wasn't no ducking and dodging. In the 70s, the heavyweight, Norton fought. Foreman fought.
We didn't get mad at Frazier when Foreman beat him?
No, 3 times.
Right.
Well, no, Foreman fought Ali 3 times.
No, Frazier fought Ali 3 times.
Yes,
Foreman and Frazier fought once.
That was enough.
Yes. He damn near went through the road. That was it.
Mayweather may have just scammed Netflix and Pacquiao. It turns out Floyd Mayweather not only signed for a professionally sanctioned fight versus Pacquiao, he also already took the payment, and now he's backpedaling on the terms. So yeah, MP Promotion CEO Jazz Mather exposed Mayweather after Floyd said that his upcoming fight versus Pacquiao is not a real fight, basically suggesting that his 50-0 won't be at risk. MP Promotions revealed that Floyd not only signed a professionally sanctioned fight versus Pacquiao and Netflix, he also already took an advanced payment for his purse. That being said, everything that Mayweather told the press lately continues to contradict what he allegedly signed on paper with Pacquiao and Netflix. And now he's been given an ultimatum to rectify and retract his statements, or legal actions will be taken, and this whole thing ain't gonna be cheap and could further cost Floyd more money.
The surge of excitement came to an abrupt halt the moment Floyd took hold of the microphone during an MGM Grand meet and greet. Out of nowhere, he calmly informed the press that the fight was simply an exhibition meant for fan entertainment, even suggesting that the venue had not been finalized. This unexpected revelation sent shockwaves across the combat sports community, triggering widespread backlash. In an instant, the storyline shifted from a historic rematch to what many began viewing as a questionable setup, leading analysts like Shannon Sharpe to strongly criticize Mayweather's intentions and highlight a situation that appears to be heading towards serious legal trouble.
Lord Mayweather, I'm saying because Manny.
Away from the public spotlight, the reality shown in the documents tells a completely different story. Pacquiao's team, headed by Manny Pacquiao Promotions CEO Jazz Mather, responded immediately, forcefully challenging Floyd's revised claims. They revealed full details, stating that Mayweather had agreed to not just one, but 3 separate contracts signed between October and December. Each of those agreements clearly defined the match as a professional fight. There was no reference at all to protective headgear, reduced round limits, or any form of exhibition guidelines.
The main event bout of the boxing program will be a boxing match between Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather. The match will be a professional and sanctioned match, and shall count on the official professional records of Mayweather and Pacquiao, and the final rules for which shall be subject to the mutual agreement of Pacquiao and Mayweather, and subject to further approval of Netflix.
Okay, so I don't hear exhibition over near in that statement.
The word professional is in this contract 11 times.
Oh, wow.
Another part, and which will be a professional and sanctioned boxing match and shall count on the official professional records of Mayweather and Pacquiao.
Yeah, I don't get exhibition from that.
Listen, here's the thing, right? If anybody wants to talk, right, back it up. Because we can back it up. So Floyd wants to come out and start being an actor. I mean, he should go audition for a movie instead, okay? Simple. I rest my case.
However, this is the point where the situation becomes far more serious. Sources close to the matter disclosed that Floyd reportedly obtained substantial upfront payments from his fight earnings under the clear premise that the match was an official contest. Accepting those funds and then attempting to change the core conditions of the bout creates a risky scenario. By seeking to adjust the terms after receiving payment in a way that could safeguard his undefeated record, Pacquiao's camp formally stated that Mayweather had violated the agreement.
Is there like a deadline for Mayweather to formally commit to the professional terms? Because I know by signing it, and it sounds like everything's agreed, but is there, I guess, somewhat of a timeline by any chance, or is it fully?
No, there's right now he's in the breach. He's in the breach. He has to provide, some form of acknowledgement that he is going to cure this breach by tomorrow, end of business day. And if there's no acknowledgement that he intends on curing these multiple breaches, I'm not just saying one. I mean, listen, one of the breaches in there is his Greece fight that he's posting, his exhibition against the Greece fighter, the Greek fighter. Like, he can't do that. He can't do that fight. It's a direct breach of this contract. So he has to provide a notice that he's willing to cure. His team has to provide that. And if they don't, then it's next steps. So we're not at a liberty to disclose every single thing that's going on or the nitty-gritty of the contracts or the details. But I mean, you're not dealing with a mom and pop operation here, right? I mean, look at who's behind the event. So obviously you can be sure that these contracts are...
Shannon Sharpe did not hold back, delivering a harsh and widely shared critique of the undefeated champion. He pushed aside any polished messaging and focused directly on what he believed was the real issue: fear. Sharpe openly argued that Mayweather is unwilling to enter the ring for a true fight against an opponent who still represents a serious challenge. While Floyd has recently been involved in exhibition-style matchups with online figures and former stars, Manny Pacquiao has continued competing at a high level, staying disciplined, focused, and driven against credible professional opponents.
Hey, hold on, time out.
Shannon Sharpe argued that calling the fight an exhibition serves as a strategic cover. In his view, it gives Floyd the chance to secure a huge payday while avoiding any threat to the one thing he protects above all else, his flawless 50-0 record. The remarks quickly struck a chord, placing Mayweather's legacy under intense and unforgiving scrutiny.
They ain't working for free. Yeah.
The ongoing chase for low-risk, high-reward payouts at nearly 50 years old is raising serious concerns. Within the boxing world, quiet conversations are growing more intense. Questions are being asked about why someone who claims billionaire status would return to competition, accept large upfront payments, and manage several fight agreements at once. A striking theory has started to circulate: the possibility that his financial reserves may not be as secure as believed.
Yeah.
During a candid segment, DJ Vlad recounted a discussion with a well-connected high-end jeweler who works with major figures in the industry. According to that source, Mayweather has run into financial strain, with claims that his spending has become excessively uncontrolled.
Mayweather, now that we're on the subject again, see what's going on with him?
What about it? I've heard a few things.
He's going through some money issues.
Financial problems?
You know
what's crazy? I don't know whether it's true, but I was hanging out at Wes Watson's house, right? He's a big fitness influencer.
Yeah,
you know he is, right? So we did a house tour.
Bald head,
yeah, white dude, big,
prisoner guy.
Prisoner, yeah, right? Exactly. So when we're getting ready to shoot, he's got these kind of people at his house,
right?
And there's this old school jeweler dude there. They're like, oh, this is one of the OG jeweler guys. This is who everyone else gets their stuff from. And he told me, and I'm not gonna say who it is. He's like, Mayweather's broke. I said, no. He's like, no, really, Mayweather's broke. Now, I don't know if it's true.
Right.
This is what this guy told me. I'm like, how could he be broke? He's like, yo, he spends like crazy.
Yeah.
Spends like crazy.
I mean, you only go for so long. I mean, and you're not fighting.
Yeah.
Because I don't see Mayweather even doing any goofy shit like that.
But you would think that your investments would continue to grow.
Right.
As long as you keep your spending under wraps. Like right now, I could retire right now. This could be my last interview ever.
Right.
And with my investments, I invested into a lot of great companies like Google and Amazon and Tesla over the years, and those companies have all grown and continue to grow, right? And I could actually borrow money against my stock portfolio without even selling my stocks.
Right.
So I assumed that Mayweather was in a similar spot because he made so much cash, and if you invested even in common stocks, you should do pretty well. But
supporting large entourages, buying ultra-expensive luxury items worth millions, and sustaining such an extravagant way of living demands a continuous stream of significant income. These assumptions grow stronger when considering Floyd's latest legal actions. He has filed an enormous $340 million lawsuit against Showtime. When someone famously associated with wealth begins seeking upfront payments and pursuing massive legal claims, observers begin to draw their own conclusions.
Mayweather never flies commercial. He's only flying private.
So he doesn't own his own plane?
I don't think so. I've never seen a Mayweather plane, like a Drake plane. I've never seen that. Not to say that he doesn't. I don't know Mayweather like that. I've never even met him. So I don't know. I mean, you have a lot of properties. You have a lot of money you're constantly spending.
Right.
I don't know. Remember at one point he said he was buying like the jewelry district building.
Yeah, and they said that wasn't
true.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know this man's finances, but this guy told me that Mayweather is in financial problems.
See, here's the shitty part about actually losing your money when you're on that level, when you're, kind of like flossing, showing up. Nobody gives a shit. Like there's people actually praying for you to be broke. And then when you do go broke, that's what people are gonna say. Yeah. Oh, well, you should have invested better. Nobody's gonna care. Nobody's gonna give him any loans. So now, we might see Mayweather doing.
People will give us some loans.
Maybe.
Listen, he's coasting up to Israel. That's
but the thing
accident.
about it is, he had Mayweather Promotions.
Yeah.
And he was hosting a big, he had Gervonta Davis under his cards. And so that's
yeah, but look what happened to Gervonta.
Right. So if you can sustain that, you don't ever have to box again. But now has to take fights because, when you floss like Mayweather, you can't go down.
Yeah.
You got to stay right there because people are going to beat any kind of chinks in your armor if you're not wearing 3 or 4 big $1 million diamond chains.
The criticism is no longer limited to analysts. Even Floyd's fellow fighters have begun to speak out against him. Many within the boxing community have grown frustrated with the ongoing spectacle, and respected figures are now voicing their concerns. Oscar de la Hoya openly criticized Mayweather, calling on him to move past protecting a flawless record and deliver the kind of genuine fight fans have been waiting for. He also emphasized that the idea of being unbeatable is misleading, reminding audiences that Floyd has faced serious challenges inside the ring before.
Yo, what's up, guys? I wasn't gonna do a clapback, but all the news on Mayweather, Pacquiao, potentially falling apart. I mean, I have to say this, Mayweather, come on, dude. Fight a real fight. You're still trying to protect your O. Yes, you're 50-0 on paper, but people know you've lost. Shit, your own father said you lost against me back when we fought. And what's crazy is that people don't know that we had a rematch clause for 1 year. And what do? Your pussy ass retires for 1 year and 1 day. Bro, ever since I got beat up by Manny Pacquiao in my last fight, I've wanted to fight every single day, but I couldn't because I wasn't right. Physically, emotionally, I just wasn't right. All that depression, all that shit that I had within my spirit. But now these last 5 years, I've put in the work, man. Woo! I did a lot of work and I feel happy. I feel at peace. And you know what? A man at peace is a dangerous fucking man. I can fucking take on King Kong if I want and beat his ass. Shit, I'll even fight Jake Paul. Let's go.
If this unfolding controversy reshapes how you view boxing's biggest names, now is the time to stay informed and engaged. Share your perspective on this situation and drop your thoughts in the comments below.